The markets are getting derailed right now, guys, and we got to break them down in this video. We're going to go over the S&P 500, Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, the PCE. We're going to break that down in this video as well. And, of course, we got to go over Bitcoin and Ethereum, which those are getting freaking zapped right now. I mean, we're going to break a lot down in this video, so sit back, relax. We got a big glass of water for this video, and let's dive into it. So it's currently about 9:45 a.m. on the East Coast. The markets just opened, and as you guys can see, it is a bloodbath out there right now. The Russell's down 1.8%. We have the NASDAQ down 2%. The S&P's down 1.6%. And we have, the Dow? Oh, the Dow's down about 1.6% as well. We have the VIX up 5%. And we have silver down 1.4% as gold is hanging in there. Gold is pretty much at break even, chilling at about $1,820 an ounce. And look at this. SPY clearly now is trading under both moving averages, and it broke under the trend line that we called out recently, on the 20-day 1-hour chart. Have I not been talking about this, guys? We covered how yesterday we consolidated above the trend line, the 180 SMA. Well, now we are gapping under it. We're under the moving averages, and we're about to get a death cross. 50 is about to cross under the 180 SMA. That is not a good sign at all. You guys can see that on Triple Q as well. Actually, it already happened on Triple Q. Look at that. We are seeing a death cross right now, and we're clearly well under both moving averages as Triple Q is now almost down 2% on the day. So we are collapsing on the S&P, the NASDAQ. The Russell's probably the same. Let's pull that up and take a look. Russell's well under the moving averages. The Dow is probably as well. Let's see here. Yup, it's gapping down as of today. So let's see the 4-hour chart. What did I say, guys? We are now getting rejected clearly by that 180 SMA, both on SPY and on Triple Q. It is clear as day now that the bears are full-fledged back in charge as of now. So we got an estimated total, or rather the PCE, we got that information this morning. And what the PCE essentially is, guys, is an estimated total of personal consumption compiled by the U.S. government monthly as one way to measure and track changes in the prices of consumer goods over time. PCEs are household expenditures. Pretty much, guys, personal consumption expenditures is a measure of consumer spending. It's another way of looking at and measuring inflation, right? And the core personal consumption expenditures price index, that's a tongue twister, not really, but it's a mouthful. The Fed's preferred inflation measure rose 4.7%, and that's core, right? Yeah, that was core. In May, the Commerce Department reported today. That's 0.2 percentage points less than the month before, but still around levels last seen in the good old 1980s, about 40 years ago, guys. The index was expected to show a year-over-year increase of 4.8% for May, according to the Dow Jones. So the estimate was a tad bit higher than what it actually came in at, but still, we're at levels last seen in the 80s, guys, so we're still very freaking elevated, even though the estimate was a little tad bit higher than what we actually got. And headline inflation, however, shot higher, rising 0.6% for that month, much faster than the 0.2% gain in April. That's kind of why. That's the reason why you could say the markets are falling. That kept year-over-year inflation at 6.3%, the same as in April, and down slightly from March's 6.6%, which was the highest reading since January of 1982. I got to take a drink to that because, I mean, geez, guys. These really are historic times we're living in. So, yeah, markets are getting destroyed. Downtrend is continuing. Literally every stock on my watch list, no exaggeration, every stock on my watch list is red other than DWAC, which is, I forget what that one's called again. Digital World Acquisition Corp. This is taking Truth Social public, right? This is up 1.5% on the day. That's crazy. And everything else is red. So before we get into stocks, what I'm looking at, and we'll run through my watch list a little bit, let's go over and look at the destruction, the complete and utter destruction that is going on in crypto. And I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to say it. Did I not say this? Did I not call this out, guys? Let's pull up my Webull platform and see what's going on here on Bitcoin. As you guys can clearly see, Bitcoin is now under not only 20,000, it is under 19,000, guys. It is under 19,000 when I'm filming this. And this is, what is this? The 2-minute chart. This shows, the past couple of hours, this started selling off very aggressively at about 2 a.m. on the East Coast here, just 7 hours prior to me filming this video, about 7-8 hours prior to me filming, right? This fell from 20 roughly thousand to about 19.4 in the span of, we're talking, a couple of minutes. I mean, it could have been like 5-6 minutes. This thing fell about 500-600 a coin, and then from about 2:45 a.m. on the East Coast to about 5:30, so a good 3 hours, it went from 19.5 to 18.8, so it lost another 600-700 a coin. Then it saw a bit of a rally briefly. It kind of consolidated, cooled off a bit from 18.9 to about 9:30, which was just 30 minutes ago, and that's when the U.S. stock market opened, right? 9:30 a.m. on the East Coast, and that's when Bitcoin cratered even more, right? That's when we saw more selling from 19.1, 19.2 roughly. Now we're at 18.8. We just hit a fresh low a couple of minutes ago at 18,700, 18,750 rather, here on BTC. So this is completely cratering. And like I mentioned, guys, did I not say this literally every video? Well, not every video, but you know what I've been saying. If you guys have been watching my videos, if 20,000 breaks on Bitcoin, that is a psychological point. That is a key level on the chart. And a lot of people have been saying this. It's not like I'm the only one, like, oh, I'm a genius, look at me, guys. I mean, a lot of people have been saying this. And if you're into charts and you look at these charts, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Now you can see on this 3-month chart, or what is this? The 2-hour chart, whatever time frame this is. We got that massive sell-off recently to 17.5 on Bitcoin. Saw the spike to 21.5. We failed taking out 22.523, which was that high from middle of June. We failed taking that out. Selling pressure's kicking in now. And, I mean, it's collapsing fast like I thought, right? It's playing out exactly like we ended up talking about in these videos, guys. And Ethereum, let's pull that up. This is not looking any better, guys. And by the way, Bitcoin's down 6% right now, over 6% on the day. So Bitcoin's getting destroyed. Let's see Ethereum. Ethereum's down, oh my goodness, down 8.3%. Even worse, guys, even worse. Let's see here on the 2-minute chart, Ethereum's collapse from this morning. So right around 2 a.m., Ethereum was at 1080. It dropped to about 1,050 in the span of just 10-20 minutes there. Then it collapsed to about 1,015 at 5:30 a.m. Then it consolidated towards the beginning of the stock market, guys, 9:30 a.m. And once the markets open here, boom, just like that, Ethereum ended up collapsing. So at this point, Ethereum is at $1,000, guys. And this is that psychological level, similar to 20,000 on Bitcoin, I'd say. Ethereum, if it cracks under 1,000, which by the looks of it, it's probably going to happen. I'm not going to say for sure, because I don't want to try and predict the market and be like, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. For sure, guys, nothing's guaranteed, but it looks like it's going to crack under 1,000. Then from there, it could go to 850, 900 like that. And you guys know how that's going to happen, or if it does happen, how quickly it could happen. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, as always, and make sure to get your 6 free stocks from Webull, this platform right here. If you want 6 free stocks with any amount deposited, all you got to do is use my link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Webull, and boom, just like that, you get some free money. And with that being said, let's hop back over to ThinkOrSwim and see what is going on here on these charts. Now, it looks like almost, well, DWAC's still red, or green rather, but every other stock is still red, guys. And now we have the NASDAQ down 2.5%. Holy crap, this is bleeding out even more aggressively now. Now the NASDAQ's down 2.5%, Russell's down 2.2%, S&P's down close to 2%, the Dow is down 1.8%, and from worst to best, guys, in terms of most red to least red here, we have Coinbase, Voyager, they're down a lot. CCL's down a ton, guys. CCL's down about 7%, and this is now approaching the lows from pre-COVID. I think I mentioned this in my, or rather post-COVID, during the COVID crash. I think I mentioned this in my recent video. I mean, this is one that I'm probably going to take a position on if it gets down under that COVID low, $6, $5. I mean, I'm going to take a position there at that point as a speculative play. And if it goes out of business, fine, I'll lose my money. All right, whatever. But in 5 years, 5 years, if cruise lines bounce back, and, well, they're already bouncing back, but if they get to business is booming type levels again, right? I think this could be a 4 or 5x. Right, in my personal opinion, but I could be wrong. It's very speculative. Keep your mind on that, right? And the fact that it's very speculative. We have stocks like PayPal now under $70 a share. PayPal is one that I own, and I'm actually getting destroyed on PayPal now. I'll be honest with you guys. No sugarcoating, BSing over here. This is one that I used to own years ago. You guys know, well, I still own it, but I started buying it years ago when it was in the 90s. It went to 300. I might have trimmed a little bit. I forget. I made a lot of moves during 2021. I think I trimmed a little bit, but still hold a lot of it. And I actually started buying more recently. I think I bought some a little bit over 100, bought some in the 80s. Now we're back in the, under 70. So PayPal is one that I'm going to most likely buy more of if it really starts getting deeper into the 60s. I mean, low 60s, that's going to be the next spot where I'm going to buy some PayPal shares for the long term, and I'm just going to put them away and not look at them for at least 5 years. And if PayPal does well, okay, we're going to do well. If PayPal goes out of business, which I don't think it will, obviously would lose all the money, but we'll see how it goes. PayPal, I think, is going to be a business that does do well, but they are in kind of a transition phase in their business right now, which we're not going to get into in this video. And with that being said, guys, I might as well wrap it up. I don't want to ramble too long because I wanted to really just touch on the fact that the markets are now continuing the downtrend, crypto's collapsing, and I don't want to ramble too much on these other stocks or different topics, because you guys know I could talk all day. I mean, I used to make my YouTube videos, guys, 2-3 years ago, my daily videos. I'm not sure if you guys were watching me back then. Maybe you were, but they used to be 35 minute videos. I mean, though that's a little bit too long. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Back then, I felt like, oh, okay, 30-minute videos, but now I like to keep them 15, 20 minutes, 10, 12 minutes. So with that being said, hit the like button, subscribe, let me know your thoughts in the comments, join my Patreon, get your 10 stocks from Moomoo and your 6 stocks from Webull. Literally free money, guys. All of that is linked down below, and I'll see you later. Cheers. Keep crushing the markets, guys. Good luck.